story. A 46-year-old government hospital employee in UP's Moradabad died on Sunday evening, 24 hours after he received a COVID vaccine shot. Now, the district's chief medical officer said the death is unrelated to the vaccination. The ward boy, Mahipal Singh, died after complaining of chest congestion and breathlessness. According to his family, he had been unwell before the jab. The post-mortem report says he died of a heart attack and that there's no connection to the vaccine.
जी आज उनकी दोपहर में सीने में दर्द और सांस फूलने की तकलीफ हुई थी। उसके बाद उन्हें जब तक जिला चिकित्सालय ले जाए गए तो उनकी वो मृत अवस्था में ले जाए गए थे। कल इनको कोरोना वैक्सीन दी गई थी। कितने बजे? ये दिन में करीब 12 बजे।
आज क्या हुआ?
आज इनको दिन में सीने में जकड़न और सांस फूलने की तकलीफ हुई थी।
इंजेक्शन वैक्सीनेशन हुआ क्या, उसका कोई रिएक्शन
नहीं?
उसका जैसे आरोप है
नहीं, उसका कोई रिएक्शन नहीं प्रतीत होता है, क्योंकि कल रात में इन्होंने नाइट ड्यूटी भी की थी। कोई समस्या नहीं थी इन्हें।
हालत पापा जी की सांस फूल रही थी और वो खांस रहे थे।
उससे पहले कोरोना पॉजिटिव तो नहीं थी?
जी नहीं, उससे पहले कोई कोरोना।
इंजेक्शन लगवाने के बाद सांस फूली थी या पहले से बीमारी?
जी नहीं, थोड़ा सा निमोनिया था, खांसी जुकाम जो था नॉर्मली, लेकिन वहाँ से आने के बाद में इनको ज़्यादा तकलीफ होने लगी।
In fact, the post-mortem report of the man says that he died due to a heart attack and that it is not connected to the vaccine. That's the post-mortem report that has just been released, and this person died on Sunday evening, Mahipal Singh. He had received the vaccine on Saturday. The CMO also talking about how he'd worked on Saturday and an inquiry will be conducted. Well, let's go across to Alok Pandey now for more. And Alok, the post-mortem says he died of a heart attack. It also claims that there was no relation to the vaccine.
Well, yes, that is what the post-mortem report does say. It has been signed by the Chief Medical Officer of Moradabad, Mr. Garg. The post-mortem was conducted overnight. The report has been released this morning. The last line of the post-mortem report says that the death of this person has nothing to do with the COVID vaccine. Earlier, in the same page of the post-mortem report, the cause of death, the immediate cause of death, has been reported to be heart attack in layman terms, and also septicemia or loss of blood. Earlier, of course, there were developments yesterday when the gentleman had actually died. The Chief Medical Officer of Moradabad had given out a soundbite to say that, yes, while he died 24 hours after the vaccination, there was no relation of the vaccination to his death per se, and that he had carried out evening duties and night duties at the same hospital where he'd got the COVID jab on Saturday afternoon. The son of Mahipal, the ward boy who died, had given a bite to the media to say that he was feeling a little unwell when he went in for the vaccination. The exact words used were कि उनको थोड़ा बहुत pneumonia था, जो सर्दी खांसी होती है. But when he came out of the vaccination center, the son has claimed that he felt even more unwell and that he complained later of breathlessness and of chest congestion. So those are the facts that are available in public domain. And the government insisting and saying that the death had nothing to do with the vaccination. Uttar Pradesh vaccinated around 20,000 people on Saturday, the largest number for any single state, and that's also because of the population, the size of Uttar Pradesh. The next vaccination in Uttar Pradesh will take place on Friday. And the government says that as of now, these are the two dates on which vaccination will happen, and that they may think of vaccinating more people or on more days of the week in the coming sometime.
Right, Alok, and do we know now, is there going to be a further inquiry, or has this post-mortem report now, put an end? Is there going to be any other sort of inquiry, an independent panel looking into this matter? And do we know what vaccine he was administered?
While we have not been told the specifics of this case about the vaccine, what I can report for sure, and this is based on a UP government document, is that of the 10,75,000 vaccine doses that have reached Uttar Pradesh for the first phase, 10,55,000 are Covishield vaccines and only 20,000 are Covaxin vaccines, which is the other brand. So one would assume that a majority of the vaccination that's taking place or that took place on Saturday across Uttar Pradesh would have been Covishield. On the other question of whether there will be a further inquiry or whether there will be an independent panel that examines this, I am afraid that it's difficult for me to make a comment or an observation or a report on that because the government has not said anything.
Right.
Perhaps the health ministry, the union health ministry will also be seized of the matter, but that's something for officials to disclose once they do it.
All right, Alok, thanks so much for joining us with those details.